Yo, if I had 100 sheep and one of them got away, I would leave the 99 and go find that one. That's right. Look from the locks and jaws of Satan, I come creating, penetrating with force from the land of the lost and coming. Like Muhammad got the devil on the run, rising like the sun.
Greetings. I'm George Boston Rhymes with the Get To Free Press, a social media journalist on YouTube and Twitter, and my account on Facebook have been shut down, so to speak. Maybe because they didn't like the truth that I spoke. And many Black Americans are now beginning to speak up on Facebook about how they are suspending blacks and just totally kicking them off Facebook. I was kicked off about 3 weeks ago, and it don't really bother me because the wicked gonna always do what the wicked's supposed to do. I've been doing civil rights work since 1975, and you all who know me, you know that's not the flavor of my nature, nor the nature of my flavor to say things and do things that are not in good taste with the volume of sacred law as recorded in what we call in the West, the Holy Bible. So you who are on Facebook and can no longer get my videos, I'm asking you who are on YouTube, tell the people on Facebook to come over to YouTube on Boston G.B.R. and continue listening to what I've been putting in your brains that some don't want you to know because they want to keep you in a state of ignorance. They want to keep you deaf, dumb, and blind to the times, so you become a stool pigeon. You will forever be in invisible handcuffs, and you don't even know it. But I'm enough time on Facebook. I'm not here to talk about Facebook. I'm here to talk about the reason why they kicked me off Facebook because of this type of speaking on George Boston Ryan's Facebook channel. A few minutes ago, I was out on North Valdosta Road, and I saw a pickup truck, and on that truck, it had a sticker saying impeach Biden. And there was another picture in the rearview mirror saying, in the rearview glass saying, with former President Trump and President Biden. And it seemed as if though Trump was saying, piss on all Democrats. That's right, piss on all Democrats. Now YouTube may kick me off for saying that because somebody had that displayed on the back of the truck. I took a picture of it, but I don't want to put that in this film because it served no purpose among the household of faith and the people of the true and the living God. If Facebook would embrace what I speak that was in alignment with the true and the living God and giving that which give to life and not hate and racism, they wouldn't have did what they did, I don't believe. Let me close by saying this to my fellow Americans. As a retired military veteran that served during the Vietnam War era and some other wars, but I don't even want to go there. But I want you to know that I speak as a veteran. And all you other active duty, disabled, and retired military veterans, and parents of deceased children that have died in all the wars of this nation. Let me ask you a question. What if your child that is in the Marine Corps today was in battle? He was in the foxhole with a Democrat, and he's a Republican. Bullets flying all over the place. And he said to that Democrat down there with guns, piss on all Democrats, piss on all Democrats, piss on all Democrats, or piss on Republicans. What kind of fighting force would we have defending this so-called democracy? What kind of children would we be rearing if a mother gave birth to 6 children and they happen to be a Democrat? The mother walk over to her child and say, piss on all Democrats, piss on all Democrats. Your mother gave birth to you, and she's not a Republican like you, or not a Democrat like you, and you say piss on all Republicans, or piss on all Protestants, or piss on all Jews, or blank on all so-and-so, so-and-so. What kind of world would we have? What if the Green Party said, pee on the independents, and the independents say, pee on the Democrats, and the Democrats say, pee on Republican-crats in the Congress. Impeach them, kill them for no reason at all, except they don't believe like you. Kick them off Facebook because they don't believe like you. Kick them off Twitter, kick them off Instagram, kick them off YouTube, kick them off the web because they don't believe like you. They don't want an elected official that the American people voted into office. They don't want them dead. They don't want them injured. They don't want their home was fired upon simply because they are a different persuasion than you. Do you all see how sick Americans are today? Do you see how the world are now viewing what they once thought may have been the last hope for the civilized world? But when a man stand up and speak truth to power, like Marcus Garvey, like Noble Drew Ali, like Elijah Muhammad, although he didn't hurt not a single white person, and he never say a piss on a white European speech. You can't find that in his historic archival record. Not even Minister Louis Farrakhan have used the term enslave, mistreat, and redline white people, or Germans, or Japanese, or Israelis, or Palestinians, or rich, or poor. Never said that. And neither have I said anything close to those words. And unless I lose my mind and fall under the spell of the Leviathan, I will never do that, because it just don't make sense among the living, and surely not among the real human beings of the God of creation. And so I want you all to know today that if we are not careful, you're sending your sons and your daughters to join the Air Force, the Army, the Navy, the Marines, the Coast Guard, and the National Guard Army, and others that you don't even know about because they are top secret. You don't even know who they are. But your children are joining these military units only to be told, piss on their head, piss on them, because they don't think like you. Kill them. Impeach them. Simply because they don't think, they don't look, they don't have a banking account like yours, and just maybe because the Constitution says that just maybe they are not even human beings, they're just 3/5 of a human being. Now, YouTube may take this down. Facebook don't want this type of information published. They just prove that. And not only me, Tony Nora, with over 300,000 subscribers, probably, I think. He said it a few weeks ago. There he go with all these subscribers. Nobody was commenting on his Facebook video live. And he made a statement. They know what they are doing. They are not the only ones. Anybody that does not have invisible handcuffs on their brain, and they don't even know it, will speak up and tell you the truth. But in America, too many of us are too afraid to speak up on behalf of anything, including our own children. But I'm here to tell you, as I close, if no other military person, stand up and speak truth to power. I will die standing up for my children, my grandchildren, my great-grandchildren. That's right, and your children too. You see, you don't see where military veterans, for the most part, are standing up and speaking to save this republic. But when they wore the uniform, they had a voice with the M16, willing to kill others and die for this country. But now that they are back in this country, you can't hear them say a damn thing. They've been castrated. The tongue is locked to the top of their mouths. They see all of this. Many of them are a part of piss on a Democrat. A lot of them are commissioned officers. You hear what I say? Former commissioned officers who are racist, who hate the color of my skin. Yet, the black man, woman, and their children have never collectively betrayed this country. It's just not in our history. It's not in our history to piss on white folks' head, or Japanese, or Germans, or Israeli, or other black folk. But it seems like if we're gonna do it, seems like we do it to each other. So I just want you all to think about what these wicked people of all nationalities are doing today. I'm not just downing, well, I'm not downing anyone. On that video may be why Facebook took me down, because I was talking about what is recorded in the book of Leviticus, and I can't change it. The book of Leviticus said, if you find a man laying with another man as he should lay with a woman, or if you find a man in bed with his own daughter or his son, put them to death. We are no longer under that covenant. We are under the covenant of love, grace, and truth. Everybody got a right to live and be what they want to be. Love exactly who they want to love. They got a right to say, I'm gonna piss on everybody's head, including my own mom and dad, if they're not a Republican like me. You got a right to do it. You got a right to commit adultery. You have a right to fornicate. You have a right to help fulfill what Jesus said in the New Testament before the return of the Messiah. It is said that before the end of time, the children would betray their mother and father and put them to death. The New Testament says, before the return of the Messiah, or before the end of time, men would turn from their natural affection for a woman and incline unto a man. I didn't speak that, Facebook, Zuckerberg. That was thousands of years before I came. Mr. Zuckerberg and the rest of the gang who want to piss on somebody's head. And when we talk about it to try to inform our children, they get mad with us because we're not putting all that sex out there, Mr. Zuckerberg, to destroy and clutter the minds of our babies, to make them act like beasts in human form. And so if they want to take this off of the web or the Facebook, it don't matter to me. I'm charged to speak the truth, as St. John 8:32 says, and ye shall know the truth, and the truth will make you free. You see, the devil don't want you free. The devil wants you deaf, dumb, and blind, so he can control you and manipulate you and make you be something other than a man or a woman with the God mind that he put in a cow, the mind of a horse that let a horse know what to do. Let a squirrel got a mind to know male and female. The insects know male and female. And the people on this planet that want to reproduce themselves as God intended, they know how to do it. But see, the fulfillment of divine prophecy is among us at this dispensation. And I believe that when God can no longer stand the stench, when God of our forebears can no longer stand the stench by the wickedness of man, according to the Bible, we are worthy to have nature and the planet itself turn against us and wipe us all out, and God will start all over again. And that will happen unless the righteous stand up for what is right, what is holy, and what is just. Judges sitting on the bench, law enforcement officers carrying on their vehicles the shield of David, which is the square and compass, properly understood. which means the Word of God, which means the spirituality of holiness unto the Lord. But the wicked judges, the wicked law enforcement officers, and the wicked folk who masquerade and dip, that's right, they dip in the name of Buddha. They dip in the name of Catholicism. They dip in the name of Islam. They dip in the name of Christianity. They dip in atheists, and they turn from what God so ordained. And this is how they end up receiving the words that Paul spoke in Galatians 6 and 7, as I close, for sure. For God is not mocked, for whatsoever a man sow, that shall he also reap. So you want to piss on a Democrat's head? Be careful that God don't piss on yours. Y'all have a nice day, and I'll close with this again. Facebook, you already made it impossible for me to upload videos. My channel is still there, but I can't upload because you didn't want me to upload the truth that I'm giving in this video to be a part of the Zuckerberg mindset. And pretty soon, I'm sure that YouTube will remove me too. I already have a website. Maybe I'll just vacate them all and direct those who listen to me to my individual website. And just maybe I can bring my followers on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, and all over the web. Maybe I can bring them over on my site. And maybe each of us who know what these wicked folk are doing, we got to stand on God's side because the devil is busy. And don't let nobody fool you. The devil is doing his job, and they don't give a damn about you. Now, this may be hard, but do you remember when Jesus allowed Satan to take him up on the pinnacle of the temple, and the devil tried to kill him? That's right. And here's what he said. If you be George Boston Ram and speaking truth, cast yourself down. Turn these stones into bread. In other words, say it's okay to live these alternative lifestyles. Don't speak against what Satan dish out to the people. But Jesus said to Satan, as I say to the ones who come against God at this dispensation, get thee hence, Satan, for it is written, thou shalt worship the Lord thy God, and him only shalt thou serve. Never mind the one who sit in aisles behind the curtain, pulling the strings and make puppets out of you. Never mind the religious leaders who go to church every Sunday in the mosques or synagogues or temples or cathedrals. Don't look at them go to church. Look at what they speak. Look at what they are willing to live and die for. Look at what they're saying to your children and my children and coming generations. Look at what they're saying. And then you will know the real servants of the God of creation. Shouting and falling down on the floor, and speaking in tongues and paying tithes and preaching prosperity with 20,000 members in their church, and all of them rushing off, thinking they're doing the will of God. But Jesus said, when you see the least of these, my brethren, and you don't clothe them, you don't shelter them, you don't provide for them, you don't go into court to help them, then you do it also unto me. This is how we know if a person really know and love God. All that other stuff is nothing. Nothing but porridge along the road to hell. Don't be on that road, on your way to hell. And don't let the masses of the people lead you to hell, because the book says the way of God is a narrow way, but the way that leads to destruction is broad, and there'll be a whole bunch of them that go that way. Peace be unto you. May God bless you, and may God bless Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, and all of the creation of God. Because whatever you do, you're going to receive your just reward as it is ordained by the God of the universe. George Boston Ryan with the Get To Free Press. Banned from Facebook, but not banned from the presence of God. Bye-bye. We go.
Ha ha ha.